little head thing. It feels. This, I like when my hair. I like when my hair is in this because my edges look so good. Like, girl, look at them edges. Yeah, I'm messing with him. I'm not afraid to mess with him. Baby, I don't want to wear. If that's what you want to hear, I'm going to look. I can't lie. I'm definitely getting my hair. How could you possibly switch voices? Let me block you real quick. Y'all want me to talk? Who? He ain't never said my breath stank, baby. Listen. But I guess they want me to talk like a California girl. I adore you too, baby. Thank you. Yeah, I love them. You're dope too. I know you from somewhere. I got crust on my nose. Girl, I washed my face. What you talking about?
Neveah is making one thing painfully clear. She's not going anywhere. Just when fans thought the Blueface chapter might finally be closed, Neveah stepped back into the spotlight and dropped a bombshell that nobody saw coming. Despite all the chaos, public breakups, and nonstop online speculation, she admitted she's still messing with Blueface, and she's not apologizing for it. Social media erupted instantly. Some fans are confused, others are frustrated, and plenty are convinced this is just the beginning of another messy chapter. Screenshots started circulating, reaction videos flooded timelines, and the comment sections turned into battlegrounds. While critics begged her to walk away, Neveah doubled down, standing firm on her choice and shutting down the rumors that she was done for good. Now, the big question isn't if the drama continues. It's how far this situation is about to go. And if history tells us anything, this story is far from over. Just when it looked like the Blueface saga might finally slow down, Neveah stepped back into the conversation and made her stance crystal clear. She isn't leaving. No, and she's still messing with Blueface. The statement landed like a match tossed into dry grass. Fans who thought the story had reached its final chapter were instantly pulled back in, while critics and supporters lined up on opposite sides of the internet, ready to debate what this all really means. For months, speculation swirled around Neveah's connection to Blueface. Breakup rumors, cryptic posts, and sudden silences had many believing the two had quietly gone their separate ways. But in the age of social media, silence rarely lasts long. When Neveah finally spoke up, she didn't tiptoe around the truth or soften the message. Her tone was direct, confident, and unapologetic. To her, this wasn't a confession, it was a clarification. That clarity is exactly what reignited the firestorm. Within minutes, clips and screenshots began circulating across platforms. Reaction videos popped up everywhere, dissecting her words frame by frame. Some viewers praised her honesty, saying it was refreshing to see someone stand 10 toes down in a situation where most people would dodge the spotlight. Others weren't nearly as forgiving, accusing her of willingly stepping back into chaos she should have. Outgrown by now, the divide highlights something bigger than just celebrity gossip. Neveah's admission touched a nerve because it mirrors real-life situations many people recognize all too well. Walking away is easy advice to give, but much harder to follow. Relationships, especially ones layered with history, emotion, and public pressure, aren't simple on and off switches. For Neveah, this wasn't about proving anything to the audience. It was about owning her reality, even if the internet didn't approve Blueface. Course remains a central figure in the conversation, even when he's not the one speaking. His name alone carries weight, controversy, and a long track record of headlines that keep fans watching closely. Every person associated with him inevitably gets pulled into that orbit. Neveah knows this, which makes her decision to stay even more intriguing to onlookers. Is it loyalty? Is it unfinished business? Or is it simply a refusal to let public opinion dictate her personal choices? What's undeniable is how quickly the narrative shifted once she spoke. Instead of asking whether the relationship was over, People began asking why she chose to stay and what happens next. Old clips were dug up, past arguments revisited, and timelines reconstructed as fans tried to make sense of the bigger picture. In the process, Neveah went from a supporting character in the drama to one of its main voices. There's also the question of control. By speaking up, Neveah reclaimed the narrative in a space that often strips people of their agency. Rather than letting blogs, comment sections, and anonymous sources define her situation, she put her own words out front. Even those who disagreed with her had to acknowledge that the message came straight from her, not filtered through rumor or assumption. Still, the backlash was inevitable. Critics flooded her mentions, warning her about repeating patterns and predicting another public fallout. Some framed their concern as tough love, while others were far less kind. Yet through it all, Neveah didn't backtrack. That refusal to retreat only fueled more conversation, turning a single admission into days of trending discussions. This moment also reopened conversations about how women connected to high-profile figures are treated online. Every decision becomes a spectacle. Staying is labeled weakness. Leaving is questioned as clout chasing. There's rarely room for nuance, growth, or complexity. Neveah's situation sits right at the center of that tension, forcing people to confront their own assumptions about strength, independence, and choice as part one of this unfolding story. What stands out most is not just what Neveah said, but how firmly she said it. She didn't sound confused, conflicted, or hesitant. She sounded resolved. Whether that resolve lasts or gets tested by future events is still unknown, but for now, it sets the tone for everything that follows. Because if there's one lesson the internet has learned from Blueface-related drama, it's this: nothing ever ends quietly. And with Neveah openly confirming she's still involved, the spotlight isn't fading anytime soon. It's only getting brighter. After Neveah's admission that she's still involved with Blueface, the reactions were instantaneous and explosive. Social media blew up with a mixture of disbelief, support, and straight-up chaos. Clips of her statements circulated rapidly, racking up millions of views across TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Fans dissected every word, every tone shift, every pause, as if each nuance held the key to understanding the entire situation. Memes popped up just as quickly, mixing humor with shock, showing that the public wasn't just watching, they were emotionally invested in every turn of this saga. Some fans were shocked by Neveah's blunt honesty. Many commented on her courage to go public with the information, framing it as a rare moment of realness in a world full of celebrity facades. For these supporters, Neveah became a figure of empowerment. Someone unafraid to stake her claim on her own narrative, no matter the consequences. They applauded her for rejecting the typical pattern of secrecy or spin, interpreting her words as a sign of confidence and self-respect. Others weren't so forgiving. Critics argued that her decision to publicly confirm her ongoing connection with Blueface was reckless, insisting it would only invite more drama, rumors, and scrutiny. Many doubted whether a relationship tied so closely to public spectacle could survive, predicting it would eventually explode in a headline-making way. Some even questioned her motives. Was this about love, loyalty, or clout? Each new post or comment seemed to add layers of tension, making it clear that the public wasn't just observing. They were participating in the drama. The divide was particularly visible in the comment sections. Some users pleaded with her to consider stepping back to protect herself from the emotional roller coaster that inevitably comes with being publicly tied to someone as controversial as Blueface. Others, meanwhile, offered encouragement, celebrating her refusal to bow to pressure or judgment. The polarizing reactions only fueled the fire, ensuring that the topic remained trending for days. Every time a new clip emerged, the cycle restarted analysis, debate, and speculation multiplied with each view. Meanwhile, Blueface himself remained mostly silent, letting Neveah's words dominate the narrative. Silence, however, didn't mean absence. Fans were keenly watching his social media for any hint of response, interpreting likes, comments, and reposts as coded messages about the state of their relationship. Every digital interaction became a potential headline, every subtle gesture scrutinized. The suspense itself became part of the entertainment, creating a back-and-forth dynamic where both the couple and their audience were constantly engaged in a game of perception and interpretation. Neveah's revelation also sparked conversations beyond just the relationship itself. Fans debated broader issues like loyalty, trust, and self-determination, questioning how much influence public opinion should have on private matters. Many drew comparisons to other celebrity couples, noting patterns of repeated drama, public apologies, and online speculation. In a way, Neveah's announcement forced a cultural reflection on the pressures faced by women who are tied to high-profile men in entertainment. How every choice is public, every move analyzed, and every mistake magnified. Public figures close to Neveah and Blueface also weighed in, either directly or indirectly. Friends, influencers, and minor celebrities used social media to share their opinions, fueling speculation and drama. Some offered subtle support, framing her honesty as a bold choice. Others warned about potential consequences, hinting that the situation could quickly spiral. Each comment, like, or story added a layer of complexity to an already intricate narrative. Keeping fans engaged and eager for updates, the media quickly picked up on the story. Headlines ranged from sensationalist to analytical, covering everything from her motivations to the likely consequences of staying involved. Articles speculated on how this might impact her career, her personal brand, and even Blueface's public image. Interviews, podcasts, and reaction videos dissected her every word, creating a cascade of coverage that ensured the story remained in the public consciousness. For some outlets, the ongoing drama became a source of sustained attention, proving just how magnetic these types of celebrity stories can be. Despite the chaos, Neveah seemed unfazed. She continued to post on her own terms, occasionally dropping hints about her perspective while leaving enough ambiguity to keep fans guessing. This balance of visibility and mystery amplified interest in her story, making each new social media post feel like an event. In the eyes of her audience, she wasn't just participating in the drama, she was controlling it, dictating the pace and scope of public perception. By the end of this phase, one thing was certain: Neveah's choice to openly confirm she's still involved with Blueface had shifted the narrative. No longer just a rumor or a background story. Their connection became a central conversation point, drawing attention, debate, and fascination. Whether this chapter would calm down or escalate into even bigger controversy remained to be seen. But for now, the spotlight was firmly on her, and she seemed ready to handle it on her own terms. In conclusion, Part 2 of the story underscores the ripple effects of Neveah's revelation. From social media explosions to media coverage and fan debates, her choice reignited a conversation that had seemed dormant. With Blueface largely silent and public reactions polarized, the situation became a complex mix of loyalty, perception, and personal agency, a drama that continues to unfold in real time, keeping fans glued to every development. With Neveah openly admitting she's still involved with Blueface, the conversation has shifted from speculation to anticipation. Fans, critics, and media outlets are all asking the same question: what happens next? Every move either of them makes is now under a microscope, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Social media has become a real-time chessboard where every post, like, or comment is analyzed for hidden meaning, and every appearance could hint at a new development in their story. Neveah's decision to stay involved shows a level of confidence that few expected. She's clearly prepared to weather criticism, drama, and public scrutiny. But that doesn't mean the road ahead will be smooth. Relationships with such high visibility inevitably face external pressures, from fan opinions to media speculation that can strain even the strongest bonds. How Neveah navigates these challenges will likely define the public perception of her in the months to come. Blueface's role in the unfolding drama also remains pivotal. His silence or carefully measured responses has only fueled curiosity, keeping audiences engaged. Whether he responds publicly, posts cryptic social media updates, or maintains his distance, every action will be dissected. This dynamic, where one party speaks while the other observes, creates a tension that keeps the story alive. It's a classic mix of uncertainty, power, and anticipation that drives both fan, discussion, and media coverage. The online reactions so far suggest that the situation is far from settling. Fans continue to debate motives, loyalty, and the potential outcome of their ongoing connection. Supporters admire Neveah's candor and courage, while skeptics warn of a public fallout or repeating cycles of drama. Either way, the continued interest indicates that this story has longevity. It's not a headline that fades after a single day of news. Beyond social media, there's also the cultural angle. Neveah's choice highlights the complexities of modern relationships in the digital age, particularly when celebrities are involved. Public scrutiny, relentless commentary, and viral content all intersect, making it nearly impossible to separate personal choices from public opinion. Her situation serves as a case study in agency, visibility, and the realities of navigating love and loyalty under a spotlight. As this chapter continues, one thing is clear: Neveah isn't retreating. Her openness signals a willingness to face challenges head-on, regardless of public perception. Whether this path leads to resolution, reconciliation, or further controversy, she has set the tone for her narrative. Fans are paying attention, and the internet is waiting for the next move. Every like, share, and comment contributing to the ongoing drama. Ultimately, Part 3 captures the uncertainty and suspense that define this story. With Neveah standing firm and Blueface remaining a central, enigmatic presence, the drama is far from over. Each new development, post, or statement will continue to shape the narrative and keep audiences invested. For now, the spotlight is on them. And the story of Neveah and Blueface remains one of the most talked about topics in celebrity culture. With more twists undoubtedly on the horizon, the drama isn't over, and we want to hear your take. Neveah just made it crystal clear she's not leaving, and she's still messing with Blueface. But what does that mean for their future? Will this be a story of loyalty, chaos, or something completely unexpected? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you Team Neveah, cheering her for standing her ground? Or do you think it's time to step back and let this situation cool off? Every like, comment, and share adds fuel to this ongoing conversation. And we're watching closely to see how fans react. Stay connected, because this story is evolving minute by minute. We'll be bringing you all the updates, reactions, and behind-the-scenes insights as they happen. Make sure to hit that follow, subscribe button so you don't miss a single twist in this saga. From viral social media moments to shocking revelations, the Neveah and Blueface drama is keeping the internet buzzing. You get to be part of the conversation. Comment, share, and tell your friends who's really in control of this story. The spotlight is on them, but your opinion matters too.